How to challenge in sales without being a jerk. 3 steps that create commitment. The hidden superpower, challenging without pushing. Sales isn't about pressure, it's about permission to dream again through challenge. So, a lot of people, right? Most salesmen avoid challenging out of fear, but your client isn't paying for another cheerleader. They're paying for you to actually solve their problems. So, a lot of people don't challenge because of fear. They don't want to ask uncomfortable questions because number one, it makes them feel uncomfortable, and number two, it might make the prospects feel uncomfortable. But the reality is, no one's gonna buy from you if they don't see the problem actually solved. So they need a leader who could actually call them forward. If you don't challenge limiting beliefs, your prospects stay stuck and you stay broke. Even as a setter or even a closer, let's just talk about setting because this is mainly about setting at the moment. You got to understand, for example, if people say they don't have time and they're trying to work on something and they've been doing it for a couple of years, well, ask them why they even start. What got them interested in the first place? Let's just say trading. Let's just say that, you know, they're mentioning that, yeah, I don't have a lot of time, school's on the way. Well, okay, well, what got you interested in trading in the first place? Of course, they're going to talk about freedom, the money aspect, to be able to travel around the world. Well, look, brother, like, I hear you that, school's in the way, but like, what do you truly want? Do you want to be able to trade long term, or do you want to just, kind of go through the school round, waste another couple of years and not actually having like a solid foundation? Just a couple ways to reframe people. And it takes a lot of reps to be able to do this, guys. Remember that. Step one, though, to be able to challenge better, know what must be challenged. Challenge the comfort, not the character. Don't challenge everything, challenge the beliefs, excuses, or gaps keeping them from actions. Your goal is not to push, it's to help them and see what they're playing small or where they're playing small, essentially, right? For example, let's just say a lot of people who are overweight, let's just say it's a fitness offer. They're going to tell you a bunch of BS saying, yeah, they didn't really try. Well, how long ago? Let's just say their current weight is 250 pounds and they're looking to get down to 200 pounds. Well, how long ago were you at 200 pounds? Or, yeah, how long ago were you at 200 pounds? They'll be like, yeah, I was at 200 pounds like 15 years. 15 years is a long time. What have you actually done within the last 15 years? Then they'll probably say, "Oh, I didn't do that much." Well, look, within the last 15 years, you're saying you didn't do anything at all, or did you make any attempts? They'll be like, "Yeah, I made some attempts." Well, how many attempts would you have made within the last 15 years? They'll start listing a bunch of reasons, and then essentially what you got to do is really figure out their excuses and reframe them to get the commitment and take the ownership. Essentially, that's for people who are looking to close on a fitness offer. Very, very insightful. If you guys are looking to close, challenge them. They're gonna have a bunch of excuses, but they need to take ownership at the beginning of the call if they're looking to actually solve their own problem, right? Your goal is not to push, it's to help them to see where they're playing small, essentially. Common beliefs to challenge. I haven't thought about it. I feel like I'm doing good. Well, if you feel like if you feel like you're doing good, then why not just continue doing the exact same thing for the next couple of years? They'll be like, "Oh no, I'm not doing good at all." Well, what makes you say that? Couple things, guys. You got to realize, challenge the comfort. No one wants to be uncomfortable to make the change. It's hard, okay, guys? And another one is it's just time, bro. Well, if it's time, then you guys could easily reframe this. This is easy. So look, guys, that's exactly why we're here, to really think about it. So this is a reframe, essentially, right? It's just time, bro. Well, that's exactly why we're here, to think about it. What do you really want in the next 6 months? It's not just time. We had people hit 50K in 30 days. So what else might be holding you back right now? It's a simple little reframe for objection handling. Step two, offer an alternative view. Create contrast, introduce a new set of lens. People don't change until they see a better version of reality. So you need to paint that picture for them. As a closer, your job is to reframe the story they're stuck in. So this is for closers, essentially, right? So reframe examples. You're doing good, but is that the goal, or is the goal to be excellent and hit 10K per month? A lot of people will say they're doing great, but they're hitting 3K per month with their business model. Well, look, man, the goal here isn't to be good. Our goal is here to be great and to be able to hit those 10K months, essentially. So you're here with me on a call. That means you're ready to make a change. So what makes this moment different? If nothing changes, will your results actually be different in 6 months? So that's also another harder reframe. Essentially, if people are just, pushing back and they're like totally set with what they're doing already. Well, look, man, nothing's been changing. Will your results actually be different in 6 months, or are you, kind of like praying and thinking like, okay, this is gonna work out eventually? Because man, it hasn't been working out for the last 6 to 12 months. So the emotional angle is doing good isn't enough, and then show them that good is the enemy of great. So essentially, they're looking to be excellent, not good. Step 3, reframe and re-ask the loop. Re-ask. So the loop close, essentially. This is for closers too. When they dodge, loop back stronger. Prospects will avoid direct answers to avoid change. No one wants to change, all right? Realistically, the prospects who are hopping on these calls, they want to change, but they don't want the change because their current identity isn't allowing them to get to where they want to be, right? As a closer, it's your duty to perform, to help them solve their problems. It's your like you're in a position where you hold the keys to their future, essentially. So you have to challenge them and you have to shift their identity so they can actually make that change and actually start getting to where they want to be, which is their goals. It can be 10K per month, traveling around the world, whatever. So it's your job to bring them back without backing down, essentially. So what to say when they ramble or avoid? This is a really good one, even for setters, guys. Let me circle back. What's really been holding you back from actually hitting 10K per month? You said you've always wanted this. How long is it? How long is it always exactly? Because a lot of people might, brush away from telling you guys what the time is, right? You have to have a time gap, whether it's for setting or whether it's for closing, because it shows them like, look, you've been at this for 2, 3 years and you haven't seen any changes. So like figuring out that time gap is very important, guys. Another one is you said things wouldn't change much, but going from 3K to 10K is a massive shift. What changes for you personally? Right? So these are simple reframes you guys could ask, simple things you guys could say when they're rambling or avoiding your questions. So here's a tone tip, right? Be confident, be calm, firm. You're not interrogating them. You're leading them. You're the leader on these calls, even on setting calls. Here's a quote, guys. Repetition isn't pushy, it's leadership through clarity. Bonus. Know when to interrupt like a leader. So a lot of people don't know when to cut, right? When people are rambling or avoiding the questions. Cut off confusion. Reclaim control. When a prospect rambles or goes off track, step in. This shows authority. You're not being rude. You're saving them from waste time. Also, you're saving your own time too. Line to use. Look, guys, I hear you, but what I really want to know is what's prevented you from actually getting to those 10K months for the last 3 years. Another one is let me jump in here. I want to go back in the original question and then say your question, but of course, rephrase it again. You've been saying maybe, but you gave me 45 minutes of your time. Are you actually ready to make this change? So a thing you guys need to understand is for closers, this is very important. Frame the close, interrupt the loop, bring them back to a decision point. And a quote for you guys is cutting someone off isn't rude. Letting them lie to themselves is. It's your duty to really reframe all their excuses and get them to take ownership to actually make the change on the call. Challenge with courage. Turn clarity into commitment. The 3 steps again. These are the 3 steps if you're looking to reframe people and challenge them. Know what must be challenged, offer a better lens, reframe and re-ask the question. Challenge is leadership. If you want to be a real closer, stop avoiding tough conversations. Lean into them. The goal of the call isn't just clarity, it's commitment. So for you guys who are looking to close at a higher level, you guys got to challenge more. Even for setters, it's your duty to be able to set people on the call properly for the closers to have the ability to close them at a faster rate. Okay? As a setter, we tend to not pre-handle a lot because we feel like, oh, that's kind of like the closer's job. But the reality is, if you're looking to get, your closers to close your sets at a faster rate, in a more efficient rate, pre-handle these objections in the setting call. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it when it comes to learning how to challenge people with courage and being able to do it at a fast, efficient way. Another thing is, guys, if you're interested in a document when it comes to, reframing people, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to give away a free cheat sheet for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Peace.